Hello there guys, it's Score here and welcome back to another video. And predicting tracks for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe-Booster Course Pass has been a pretty hard task, mainly because Nintendo likes to shift tracks around in the DLC. However, thanks to the Prefix leak, it has become much easier to predict tracks for the future waves. And we now know that N64 tracks, 3DS tracks and DS tracks are all done. And now we must look at SNES, as apparently in Wave 5 we are going to get our final track from Super Mario Kart. However, which track will it be? Well, we're about to find out. Currently, 3 SNES tracks that are in Mario Kart Tour currently exist in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well, whether being included in the base game or the Booster Course Pass. These tracks include SNES Rainbow Road, Donut Plains 3, and Mario Circuit 3. This leaves us to determine that one of the SNES tracks will be a track from Mario Kart Tour that's already been remade in that game. However, which one will it be? So today I'm going to be predicting with logical predictions and evidence and finding out which track will be the final SNES track we'll be getting in the Booster Course Pass. Anyways, let's get into the video. The first track I'll be talking about is Cooper Beach, and I think this is the least likely SNES track to make it into the final SNES slot. Mainly because of another track that is very likely to come into the DLC, being Cooper Cape from Mario Kart Wii. On a banner leak that came out last year, we could see that Cooper Cape was listed on the banner leak alongside Sunset Wilds from Mario Kart Super Circuit, and a remade version of Waluigi Stadium that matches up perfectly with what we got. So the only way I can see Cooper Beach happening is if Cooper Cape gets deconfirmed and instead gets replaced with a track like Dry Ruins. However, I can't see that happening, as I feel like Cooper Cape is locked in due to the banner leak. However, Nintendo could do this, as they've already done it with Maple Tree Way, where they pushed it up from Wave 6 to Wave 3, and pushed Waluigi Stadium back from Wave 3 to Wave 4. So, I could still see Cooper Beach happening, however it's the least likely of the options I'm discussing to make it into the game. It's the final track. The next track I'll be talking about is Ghost Valley, and this is the 4th least likely track to make it into the game, mainly because of another track that already exists in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, being Boo Lake from Mario Kart Super Circuit, and they share a lot of similarities such as the floating boos, the boardwalks and more. So I can't see Ghost Valley making it in due to Boo Lake. However, this doesn't completely deconfirm it, but at this point, since Boo Lake is already being included in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass, I just can't see Ghost Valley making it in at all, due to the similarities it shares with Boo Lake. The next track I'll be talking about is Choco Island, and this is where we get into the 3 most likely tracks to be the final SNES track in the Booster Course Pass. And I personally think that Choco Island could make it in, but probably won't at the same time, and that is because there's already another track present in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that doesn't share a similar layout to it, but a similar aesthetic. And I'm talking about Choco Mountain from Mario Kart 64. Both of these tracks have a chocolate aesthetic, so it'd be a bit strange having a Choco Mountain and a Choco Island in the same game. However, I think this track could still make it in. I just think it's unlikely, mainly because of Choco Mountain already being present in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But we don't know what Nintendo could do this at this rate, so it's best to see what they can do in the future. The next track I'll be talking about is probably the 2nd most likely track to make it in, and that is of course the Snares Bounces Castle. Snares Bounces Castle is very likely, because I think that it's well deserving of this slot, due to there being only one Bowser's Castle in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe thus far, and it also being a Nitro course. So I think the SNES Bowser's Castle would be a great choice to add as the final SNES track, as we finally get another Bowser's Castle track. I personally think this and a GCM Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart Double Dash would be perfect. The problem is there's loads of SNES Bowser's Castles, so which one would we choose? Personally, I think that I would go for SNES Bowser's Castle 1, seeing as that's possibly the most iconic SNES Bowser's Castle, and it makes the most logical sense to put in. Overall, another Bowser's Castle would be a very welcome addition, and I'm all for it to make it in. The final SNES track I'll be talking about, and probably the most likely track to make it in out of all of these, is Vanilla Lake. And you may be wondering, well, why Vanilla Lake? Well, on Coconut Mall, which is already present in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we can see advertisements that not only lists Vanilla Lake, but also lists Dino Dino Jungle from Mario Kart Double Dash, suggesting that these two tracks could be coming in the DLC in future waves. And I think that personally, Vanilla Lake will be the most likely course to make it in, and I think it will be the ultimate choice for the final SNES track. And in regards, that's going to do it for today's video. And what did you guys think of this video? Which SNES track do you think will be the final track added to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe-Booster Course Pass in the final SNES slot? And in regards, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!